Namibia's skeleton coast is a place where time seems suspended, a land so raw and untamed it feels like creation itself is unfinished. The Sand People called it the land god made in anger, a name that captures its formidable spirit. Here, the ancient Namib desert collides with the cold Atlantic, forging a coastline of surreal beauty and stark contrasts. Thick fogs, born from the clash of hot desert air and the icy Benguela current, drift inland, bringing the only moisture this land receives. This fog sustains a surprising array of life in a place where rain is almost unknown. The landscape is painted in ochre, gray, and blue, muted, haunting, unforgettable. For centuries, sailors dreaded these shores. Treacherous currents and dense fogs claimed countless ships, their skeletal remains scattered along the beach. These wrecks are silent witnesses to nature's power and human ambition. They add to the coast's haunting allure, telling stories of struggle and survival. To journey here is to step into the heart of the wild, a place that demands humility and respect. It's not for the faint of heart, but the rewards are immeasurable. Here you witness the raw, unfiltered power of nature. You feel small, awed by something ancient and immense. The skeleton coast leaves an indelible mark, reminding us of the untamed beauty that still exists on our planet. It's a place of legend, where the world feels new and unfinished. Every step is a reminder of the wildness that shaped our world. This is not just a destination, it's an experience that changes you. The land god made in anger is, in truth, a land of profound wonder. The Skeleton Coast's landscape is a masterpiece sculpted by wind and water. Towering sand dunes among the world's highest rise like golden mountains, their shapes ever shifting with the wind. At dawn they glow pink and orange. By sunset, they're cast in deep purples and dramatic shadows. The Atlantic here is wild and relentless, its waves crashing with a thunder that echoes for miles. The cold Benguela current brings nutrient-rich waters, supporting a vast marine ecosystem, and creating the dense fogs that define this coast. Walking the shoreline, you find a world littered with the sea's treasures and tragedies, whale bones, polished pebbles, and the haunting hulks of shipwrecks. These rusting giants emerge from the sand like ancient sea monsters, each telling a silent tale of struggle against the elements. The air is crisp, filled with salt and the faint scent of desert earth. Silence reigns, broken only by wind and waves, a silence that invites reflection and awe. This is not emptiness, but a landscape full of presence and ancient life. Every detail commands your attention, from the shifting dunes to the ghostly wrecks. The Skeleton Coast is a place where nature's scale and beauty are overwhelming. Here you feel the weight of time and the power of the wild. It's a landscape that humbles and inspires. The coast's haunting beauty lingers long after you leave. It is a living reminder of nature's artistry and power. The Skeleton Coast's name is no exaggeration. It's a graveyard for ships and sailors alike. Dense fog, unpredictable currents, and hidden reefs made these shores deadly for mariners. Shipwrecks litter the coastline, their skeletal remains half buried in sand, silent monuments to the sea's power. Imagine surviving a wreck only to face the endless Namib desert, no water, no escape. Many perished here, their bones joining those of whales and ships. The Edward Bolen, a German cargo ship, now lies stranded far inland, a ghostly relic as the desert slowly reclaims the sea. These wrecks are more than tourist attractions. They're tangible links to a history of adventure, tragedy, and survival. They remind us of a time when the world was vast and perilous. Standing before these rusting giants, you feel the echoes of the past and the relentless force of nature. The coast's ghostly remains are a humbling testament to human vulnerability. Here the wild always has the final word. The Skeleton Coast story is written in bones and rust. It's a haunting legacy that endures. Despite its desolate appearance, the Skeleton Coast teems with life, each creature a master of survival. Along the shore, Cape Fur seals gather in vast, noisy colonies, feasting on fish from the cold Benguela current. Their presence draws predators. Brown hyenas prowl the beaches at night, scavenging for seal pups and carcasses. Even more astonishing, desert-adapted lions have learned to hunt seals and seabirds, defying all expectations. The secret to survival here is the fog. Its moisture sustains life where rain is scarce. Ingenious creatures like darkling beetles climb dunes at dawn, collecting water from the fog on their bodies. Every animal here has a story of adaptation, from tiny beetles to great lions. Life in this harsh land is a testament to resilience and ingenuity. The Skeleton Coast's wildlife is a living miracle, thriving against all odds. Each day is a struggle, but also a triumph of nature's creativity. Here, survival is an art form. The desert's harshness only makes its life more extraordinary. The coast is alive with stories of endurance. Among the Skeleton Coast's most iconic inhabitants are the desert-adapted elephants. Not a separate species, but a unique population of African elephants, they've evolved remarkable traits to survive here. They travel vast distances for food and water, going days without drinking, an extraordinary feat. Their larger feet and leaner bodies help them cross soft sand, while their memory guides them to hidden water sources. They dig for underground springs, creating water holes for other animals. Living in smaller family groups, they minimize pressure on scarce resources and treat their environment with care. Mothers teach calves essential survival skills, passing down knowledge through generations. Once nearly wiped out by poaching, these elephants have rebounded thanks to dedicated conservation efforts. Their survival is a symbol of hope and resilience. They are ambassadors for their fragile habitat, reminding us of our responsibility to protect the wild. The desert elephants embody the strength and beauty of nature's will to endure. The Skeleton Coast is not empty. It's home to the Himba, one of Africa's last semi-nomadic tribes. The Himba live in harmony with the desert, their lives shaped by its rhythms and challenges. Their distinctive red ochre skin, pastoral lifestyle, and deep knowledge of the land are testaments to human adaptation. They move with the seasons, following water and grazing, surviving through ecological wisdom. In contrast, the early 20th century diamond rush brought prospectors seeking fortune, leaving behind ghost towns like Kolmanskop, now reclaimed by sand. These ruins tell a story of human ambition and nature's ultimate power. The Himba's sustainable way of life stands in stark contrast to the extractive greed of the prospectors. The Skeleton Coast reflects both our capacity for wisdom and our potential for folly. It asks us to choose live within nature's limits or repeat the mistakes of the past. The Himba show that harmony with the land is possible. The ghost towns warn of the cost of excess. The coast is a mirror. What future will we choose? Its lessons are as enduring as the desert itself. The Skeleton Coast offers a rare and profound solitude, an overwhelming sense of wilderness. Here, endless dunes, vast ocean, and immense sky dwarf human presence. There are no crowds, no noise, only wind, waves, and silence. Much of the coast is protected, with access strictly limited to preserve its pristine state. Exploring its remote reaches requires guided safaris, ensuring the landscape remains untouched. This isolation is both physical and spiritual. No signal, no internet, just the present moment. Disconnection becomes a gift, allowing you to notice the smallest details and feel part of the landscape. True wilderness is essential for the human spirit. The Skeleton Coast offers a chance to reset, reflect, and reconnect with nature. It reminds us of the value in leaving some places wild and free. This is not emptiness, but a richness that nourishes the soul. The coast's silence is a rare treasure in our busy world. Here, the wild endures, and so does wonder. The Skeleton Coast may seem tough, but its ecosystem is fragile and easily scarred. A single footprint or tire track can last decades. Lichens crushed underfoot may take a century to recover. Climate change, mining, and oil exploration threaten this delicate balance. Even small disruptions can have devastating consequences for the plants and animals that depend on fog and ocean currents. Protecting the Skeleton Coast is about more than saving a landscape. It's about preserving a living laboratory of adaptation and resilience. Namibia leads by example, enshrining environmental protection in its constitution and involving local communities in conservation. Large parts of the coast are protected as a national park, balancing the needs of people and wildlife. This model offers hope. Humans and nature can thrive together. The coast's value far exceeds any short-term economic gain. Losing it would be an irreparable loss to our planet's heritage. The Skeleton Coast is a beacon for conservation worldwide. Its survival depends on our choices now. We must act to keep this wild place wild. Our journey ends, but the Skeleton Coast's impression is lasting. It changes your perspective, revealing the raw beauty and resilience of life. To witness a desert elephant or a shipwreck swallowed by sand is to feel deeply connected to Earth's story. Wild places like this are vanishing, Biodiversity is shrinking and ancient rhythms are fading. We cannot afford indifference. The future of these places depends on us. Become guardians of the wild, not its destroyers. Seek out wild places. Teach your children to love and respect nature. Only by loving the natural world will we fight to protect it. Let the Skeleton Coast inspire action and wonder. Work together to ensure Earth's last wildernesses are not lost. Protect these sanctuaries of silence and beauty. In saving them, we save a vital part of ourselves. The magic and wonder of our planet are worth every effort to preserve.